The air in California's Trinity County hung heavy with the scent of pine and dry earth that fateful afternoon, the kind of peaceful summer day where nothing remarkable was supposed to happen. 65-year-old Erin Wilson kept a watchful eye on her 5-year-old grandson as he played near their family cabin, his laughter mixing with the chirping of birds in the towering trees. In that ordinary moment, neither could have imagined that within minutes, they would be fighting for their lives against one of nature's most efficient predators, a mountain lion with deadly intentions. What happened next would become the stuff of local legend, a story of unimaginable courage that would leave wildlife experts stunned and prove that when pushed to the absolute limit, a grandmother's love knows no bounds. As the golden sunlight filtered through the branches, casting dappled shadows on the forest floor, the mountain lion had already been stalking its prey for hours. These apex predators are masters of stealth, capable of moving through the underbrush without making a sound, their powerful muscles coiled and ready to strike in an instant. The young male, weighing nearly 100 pounds of pure predatory instinct, saw the small child as easy prey, exactly the kind of target these solitary hunters prefer. When the moment came, the attack happened with terrifying speed. 1 second the boy was playing innocently, the next he was screaming in pain as razor-sharp teeth clamped onto his face and claws raked across his tiny body. What followed was something straight out of a Hollywood action movie, except this was painfully, terrifyingly real. Without hesitation, without even a moment to consider the danger to herself, Erin Wilson transformed from doting grandmother into a force of nature herself. She didn't freeze. She didn't run for help. She didn't do what statistics say most people would do when faced with such a predator. Instead, this woman who had never been in a physical fight in her life charged straight at the mountain lion, her fists flying in a desperate bid to save her grandson. The 911 call that captured the attack in real time remains one of the most chilling pieces of audio you'll ever hear. In the background, beneath the dispatcher's calm questions, you can hear the raw terror in her daughter's voice as she screams, "It's got my son! My mom's fighting it! Oh my God, it's got him!" But more disturbing are the other sounds, the guttural growls of the mountain lion, the sickening thuds of flesh hitting flesh, and the primal screams of a grandmother willing herself to be stronger than nature itself. Wildlife experts would later explain that what Erin did next defied all logic. She didn't just scare the lion away, she physically overpowered it, managing at one point to slam the powerful animal to the ground and pin it long enough for her grandson to escape. The aftermath of the attack left both Erin and her grandson with serious injuries, deep lacerations covering Erin's arms and torso where the lion's claws had raked her skin, puncture wounds on the boy's face that would require surgery. But they were alive, a miracle that attending physicians and wildlife officials attributed entirely to Erin's quick, fearless actions. In interviews afterward, when reporters asked how she found the strength to fight off a mountain lion, Erin's answer was simple, yet profound. You don't think. When it's someone you love, you just do what you have to do. Her humility in the face of such extraordinary bravery only made the story more powerful. This wasn't just another wildlife encounter. It was a rare glimpse into the incredible potential of human courage when pushed to its absolute limits. Mountain lion attacks are exceptionally rare, but surviving one through sheer physical force is nearly unheard of. Wildlife biologists would later explain that an adult mountain lion's bite force can crush bone. Their claws are like surgical blades, and their reflexes are faster than any human's. Yet somehow, a 65-year-old grandmother had stood her ground against all these advantages and won. The psychological impact of such trauma is profound. Yet both Erin and her grandson have shown remarkable resilience in the years since the attack. The boy, now growing up with an incredible story to tell his friends, has no lasting physical scars from that terrifying day. Erin, though bearing the marks of her battle, has become something of a local hero, though she insists she's just an ordinary grandmother who did what anyone would do in that situation. But that's precisely what makes this story so compelling. It challenges each of us to wonder if we would have that same courage when faced with impossible odds. Scientists who study human stress responses explain that what Erin experienced was likely an extreme version of the fight-or-flight response, where the body floods with adrenaline and can perform feats of strength and endurance far beyond normal capabilities. But those who know Erin say It was something more, a perfect storm of maternal instinct, quick thinking, and raw determination that created a moment of unbelievable heroism. Her story has become a case study in survival psychology, with experts analyzing every detail to understand how she accomplished what she did. Beyond the physical struggle, there's a deeper symbolism to this story that resonates with people around the world. In a society that often dismisses older adults as frail or vulnerable, Erin's actions stand as a powerful reminder that strength comes in many forms. Her courage has inspired countless others, proving that heroism isn't about age or physical prowess, but about the depth of one's love and the willingness to act when it matters most. The mountain lion, later tracked and euthanized by wildlife officials, was found to be a healthy young male with no signs of disease or starvation that might explain its aggressive behavior. This made Erin's victory over the animal even more remarkable. She hadn't fought off a sick or weak predator, but a prime specimen in the peak of its hunting ability. Wildlife experts continue to use this case as a teaching example about both the dangers of human-wildlife interaction and the incredible potential of human resilience. Perhaps what's most astonishing is how ordinary Erin Wilson was before that day. A grandmother who enjoyed baking cookies, tending her garden, and spending time with her family. There was nothing in her background to suggest she could become the kind of person who would stare down a mountain lion and win. And that's the real lesson of this story. That extraordinary courage often lies dormant in the most ordinary people, waiting for the moment when it's needed most. As you listen to the 911 call and watch the interviews with Erin and her family, pay attention to the rawness of their emotions, the way their voices still shake when recounting those terrifying minutes, the way Erin's hands sometimes move unconsciously to the scars on her arms when she tells the story. These small details remind us that this isn't just an exciting tale of survival, but a profoundly human story about the lengths we'll go to protect those we love. In the end, what makes this story worth watching isn't just the dramatic confrontation with a wild predator, but what it reveals about ourselves, about our capacity for courage, about the hidden strength we all hope we possess, but rarely get to test. Erin Wilson didn't just save her grandson that day. She gave all of us a glimpse of what's possible when love faces down fear and refuses to back down.